Don't put the blame out on me. Don't put the blame out on me. Don't put the blame out on me. Before you be looking around, you need to examine yourself. You need to examine yourself. Before you be all off in his. Before you be all off in his. You need to examine yourself. You need to examine yourself. You need to examine yourself. Before you be looking around, you need to examine yourself.
Hey man, that was MYMG featuring Peasy. That song was called "Examining Yourself." It's actually a remix. It's off of MYMG's last project, which was released, I believe, in January, called Jacob's Trouble. So that's good. They have a remix with Peasy, and the video will be coming soon. So y'all stay tuned for that. So welcome to another episode of Hebrew Hip Hop Awards. Tonight's category is Best Female Hip Hop Artist. I'll run through the nominees real quick. The nominees are, hold on, I do it every week. Hold on. Let me get the list. Okay. So the nominees are Drea Yisrael, Amina Yakar, Hadassah Queen O, Yapa Q, Rawathia, and Sapara Nahar. So excited about the lineup for tonight, and we're going to get into the music shortly. But what's going on, Nazar?
Slow motion, almost no motion. But, hey, what's going on with you?
Nothing. So before we continue into it, got more information about the general's funeral. So as most of y'all know, General Deshaun Tatum passed away about, I think it's been over a week now, but so we have more information about his funeral services, and they will be in Norfolk, Virginia, and they'll be held on Monday, December 18th at the Metropolitan Funeral Home. And this one, because there's more than one, but it'll be held at the one that's located at 120 West Berkeley Avenue, again, Norfolk, Virginia, at 1 p.m. is when the viewing will be, and at 2 p.m. is when the service, will start. So for more information about that, tunenkt.com is on the homepage of tunenkt.com. So you have information on there. Also, the link is there to provide alms, and this should be an ongoing thing because he has a large family, a physical family that he's leaving behind. So we want to make sure we keep them in our prayers, and also if we're able to support that, we do so. And if you're in the area, if you're in the Virginia DMV, so DC, Maryland, Virginia, I even saw some brothers, talking about driving down from New York. So if you're in that corridor, and you got New York, Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, even. So that's from the east, and then on the opposite side, you got Virginia, obviously, and then you got North Carolina, South Carolina. If you're in that area and you were able to make it, pray that you're able to do so, just to show up and show the family that he had a great impact beyond just what was immediately felt. And so it'd be good just to give them a hug, let them know, see your face, let them know that y'all love them, and continue to pray for their family and everybody affected.
Also,
go ahead.
Also, I want to add that a lot of brothers is using this as an opportunity to stand up together. I got a message from Karate Zaya, and they working on, I guess we're working on doing a video in honor of him with the song that we did at No More Division, Unity of the Brethren. Did you get it, Tamar?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I'll forward it to you later on, but it's a brilliant idea. And I suggest that if you're anywhere around here, man, this is a great opportunity how to learn how to drop these dividing walls, because you'll see with Sean, with the general, he wasn't divided, man. It was people from One West that love him. Like I said, Karate Zaya has no problem with telling you, man, I'm out of One West. But his love for the brother, see, man, let's do his video for him. Let's put this song out for him. I hope the brothers are able to go up to Norfolk, Virginia, and show. Is it Norfolk?
Yeah, Norfolk. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Norfolk.
And show, because he was big in that community. He wasn't small. The brother been on 700 Club. With what's the white guy name on 700 Club?
I don't know his name, but I know the show you're talking about. So people know what you're talking about. Wasn't that something Robert was his last name? Yeah, I don't know what his name is, but that guy. Hello? Can you hear me?
Sorry, I had to blow my nose.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right now, I strep throat all weekend. Crazy. But anyway, use that as an opportunity, man, to get to know your brother. Learn how to. I seen some guys that I never would post about unity, posting about unity. So I think it's in the air, and I think it's an opportunity for everybody to get on the bandwagon when we stop judging one another and see ourselves as a nation of people that's going to need one another. At the end of the day, we're going to need one another, the wheat and the tear, because the Most High, Christ said, let them grow together, right? So, and one thing I would say, Karate Zaya said this earlier. He said, he's not a fallen soldier, he's a risen soldier. and I thought that was kind of hot, man. That is memory, because I'm saying, Isaiah 57:1 say, man, the righteous get took out the way of evil to come. It's a lot of things that his life triggered in a lot of Hebrews that he touched. Right. So my thing is he should live forever. You know what I'm saying? If you met the brother, if you had a chance to see the love that was in him, then, he should live forever through whatever message he left with you. Okay, that's it. I yield.
And with that in mind, it's a couple of events coming up, so we're going to go ahead and play our commercials because we're a real radio station, and hit it.
10th Hebrew Israelite Summit, January the 18th through the 21st, San Diego, California, hosted by Sakari.
Colors.
Red, blue, and purple is the colors of my nation flag. Fake ass Jews see me flee, they ain't gotta have. One side of my body all bloody like I'm covered in it. Probably cause I stepped under the covenant, I'm covered in it. Blood in and blood out, it's all about the nationality. Picking back, being brewed with my brew bros abundant. Black, till you come together, Zephaniah, Tusa, Woo, bang it with our brothers. Left side, red, purple, blue.
Colors.
Shalom, Israel. This is the Royal Defense Family Unit, location in Houston. The original Mitchell and head wrap. Nothing changed but the name. Our brother Bruce Flat was no more division. Said let's unite, so we did. So now we Royal Defense Family Union in July 28th and 29th of 2018. Weekend fellowship, and that's what it's going to be. You don't want to miss it. Shalom, family, and shalom.
Shalom, Yasha Ali Show, Ephraim the True. I'll be hosting one of the biggest Hebrew gatherings in captivity, Royal Descent Family Reunion, July 28th, July 29th, 2018 in Brewston, Texas. It's going down. If you ain't got your tickets, go get your tickets right now. They're always available before the Sabbath and after the Sabbath. Links are all over social media.
Shalom, everybody. Spotted the Chief, and today, talking about right now, go ahead and get your tickets to be a part of one of the best events that's taking place in 2018. Real talk. We coming together in love and unity, baby, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. I will be performing live, and also a lot of my brothers and sisters is bringing that truth music, going to be hitting the stage also. So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting everybody. I'm looking forward to having a good time, and looking forward to giving praises to the Most High and coming together as one body. Real talk. So y'all have a blessed one. Let's get it, y'all. Shalom. Yes.
Hey, yo,
Shalom, Mashmakai, it's your boy Brian Israel, and I will be performing live, shutting the stage down, turning up for the Most High, July 29, 2018 at the official Royal Descent. It's a family affair going down from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Alexander Dewson Park at 12303 Sunnier Street in Houston, Texas. And the Sabbath Conference will be going down July 28, 2018 from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Eden Event Center. That's 450 North Wayside Drive in Houston, Texas. Let's come together and turn up and do what we were commanded to do, and that's come together and celebrate. Let's get it.
Amen. So those are the events coming up, and then for more information, of course, 2nkt.com/events. Again, if you have any events that you are working on or have already scheduled, we're more than happy to help promote the events on our website and also live on the air. Okay. Speaking of live, yesterday I had a chance to do. We have this series called These Jakes on our YouTube page. It was youtube.com/user/2nkt7. Had a chance to meet up with Azayahu Yisrael and his wife. Such a sweet, both of them some sweet souls, boy. So we'll be back in the swing of things, at least doing maybe a few more as we're able. But that is set to be, I said Thursday, and I'm hoping, I'm tired. I don't know. I'm a palm tree, and I'm in this cold wilderness, and so I can't thrive when the winter hits. But hope to upload it. Most high willing this Thursday. But y'all stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the page so once we upload it, you'll have a chance to check it out, and then share with your friends and check out the brother's work as well, because he does these things called Torah portions. So he does music obviously, but he does like a track or two that correlates directly to the Torah portion for that week. So it's an interesting concept, and he said, and you'll see in the video, but he said that it's an opportunity. It's another way to sort of to illuminate whatever the learning was that week. So if you have children or people who receive things better through music, that's just another way, I think, to illuminate the scriptures. So that's what's how when they be coming out this Thursday. Also, Yoel Malek dropped another mixtape this past week called Homeborn Servant, and you can check out all his music at Yoel Malek, YOELMELEK.bandcamp.com. And shout out to his lovely, lovely wife, Saraya, who I had a chance to speak with last weekend, and she has a website, which I think I knew about it. I know our brother Isaiah had mentioned it one time on the show, and I thought I knew what he was talking about, but apparently I didn't. But she had a website called Milk and Honey. I think it's called Milk and Honey Kids, but on there she does a lot of different lessons, Bible-based lessons for kids. She homeschools her children, and our brother Isaiah Brown has been collaborating with her on like illustrations, because he has what's called Bible comics, and he does a lot of comics and illustrations and things like that. So y'all check out her website as well. And and also, so we're still doing the Psalm Sunday. So every Sunday we highlight another Truth Music artist on our page, specifically the tab that says link with the artist. So this week we're featuring Peasy. So you check that out. It's just a little blurb about him, and then there's two segments. One says listen to the lyrics. If you click on that, it'll take you directly to his website, and then the other one says Hebrew Bars and Verses, and it'll take you to the link where we first interviewed him on Hebrew Bars and Verses. So check that out at your leisure, and there'll be another person up this coming Sunday. We want to continue to share and highlight the work of our brothers and sisters from the beginning. This is like year 3.5 for us, so we don't. People still putting in the work, and we want to continue to encourage them, no matter if they stop doing the work or not. People know about what they've been doing. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the music. Oh, I'm gonna say one last thing. I'm gonna get off, but I want to encourage everybody in the household of Israel to keep our sister Dolly in your prayers. Her and her sister Gina. I hope it's okay to say your name on the air, Dolly. So I just did it. So take that. Dolly and Gina without getting too much information, but just keep them in your prayer. They will be undergoing a procedure January 2nd. So if you're mindful of that day, or do it now, just if you could, just pray for both of them, and then and pray the Father will be done with them. So I'll say, and I'll leave that at that. All right. So up first is the first nominee, which is Drea Yisrael. This is the wife of no, he changed his name. His name was King Lamar, but now he is. Well, I can't think of his name right now. It's a doggone shame.
Udiel.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank God. Yeah, Udiel. Thank you, Udiel. That's his name. This is his wife, but this song is called Yahweh Bumaye, and as always, listen to the lyrics. Here we go.
Propaganda on the news, wake up to the truth. 50 shot down last night, but it's nothing new. They gon' shape your mind, convincing you who did it this time. If it's a white man, believe he not gon' serve no time. Instead, they gon' say something wrong with his head, nothing new under the sun. It's called white privilege. Since we on the topic, R.I.P. to the fallen, Mike Brown, Freddie Gray, Oscar Grant, and Trayvon Martin, just to name a few of the fallen soldiers that we lost to America KKK. The great white shark. It hurts my heart to see my people downtrodden, murdered in the street and cold, but the killer's still walking. I'm asking God, how much longer do we got to see the fall of our enemies as we climb to the top? I almost dropped a few tears on that last line, but I got faith in Yahweh. I know we at the finish line. There's gonna be some weeping and gnashing of teeth when the power is given to us and the world witnesses glory. Our blood is crying out from the ground, just a few more hours until them trumpets sound. Freedom. Yahweh Bumaye, Yahweh Bumaye, Yahweh Bumaye, ay, ay. Yahweh Bumaye, Yahweh Bumaye. Verse 2, shout out to Colin Kaepernick for taking the knee when everybody stood for it. We not gon' stand for it. Y'all never stood for us. Instead, you knocked us down and never gave just us. But now it's just us with our fists up and our heads high. We have marched enough, no more protesting cause it's wartime. This is our war cry, but we won't shed a tear. We giving everything y'all give us back, including fear. Cause now the truth is here, and now the proof is clear. We standing firm, we girded up in our spiritual gear, and all three eyes open as the prophet has spoken. The spirit of the Most High is poured out on the chosen. The floodgates are open, better hope you can swim. Y'all time is almost up, y'all light is getting dim. We said, Pharaoh, let my people go, but you won't, so your end is gonna be very cold. Better bundle up with all of our things that you stole, cause when freedom rings, you gon' bring everything you owe. I saved this last part for 45, the snake within the grass. I'm surprised that you're still alive, with a heart blacker than the new moon. Donald Trump, aka America KKK, is doomed. He claimed he make America great again, but barely helped the victims of the hurricane suffering. Throwing paper towels up into the crowd, calling those who stood for justice sons of beasts. Wow. I'm like, what type of president is that? America was better off when the president was black.
That was Drea Yisrael. That song was called Yahweh Bumaye. And I like Drea. I think that, because she's a poet, in case you didn't know it. Anyway, but she sound like that though. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that she's not really air quote a rapper or a rhymer, whatever. But she's definitely.
She has a pretty hot bars. She has a nice good flow.
Right, but I mean, but if you look at her, if you say rap artist or lyricist,
right,
you would think of somebody that was nice on the bars, like you said, and also kind of had some zeal to the way they, she walked through her lyrics. You know what I'm saying? She's very like thoughtful with it, and she sound like to me she sound like a spoken word artist. But that's probably because I know that she is. So in fact, when she was nominated somebody nominated her for the category, but I hadn't thought about her because I would, if I had my way, I would put her in a box that's called spoken word. But that's just me and my limited understanding. But I'm glad that she's included in that because it shows the diversity of hip hop artists because they ain't the same. There's no one way in which to rap. You know what I'm saying? My only plea is that if you're gonna open your mouth, say something positive. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But so it ain't no cookie cutter thing, or it shouldn't be. And I think she's a good example of being unique. And her husband, you know what I'm saying, do her beats and stuff. So you talk about original music. I think the majority of the stuff that she's put out has been that, and she's been featured on his albums, plural. So he's been doing a good job, I think, at allowing her to, bring her gift forth. So with that in mind, having said all of that, I would give her 7 because I wouldn't put her in this category, but I think it's good to mix up the pot. And that's all I have to say. And hey, John.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I'm late early. Or early.
John Boykins time.
Used to it.
Yeah, well, I came in at the perfect time to hear the song. I kind of, only thing I wish that she had more of was enthusiasm and more character when delivering the lyrics, because it can get what's the word? It began with an M, and I think is the right word, melatonin, or is that the right word? I don't know, but
like monotonous.
Yeah, it kind of it's a little bit too dull when the approach, and some people may not appreciate what she's saying because she actually is saying something. So and it's not like how we would categorize rappers as rappers because of enthusiasm and the way they deliver. We wouldn't categorize her as a female rapper, but as an activist with poetry and people like it was a sister, I forget her name, and she was doing poetry. Her and her husband, she met a brother and they ended up getting married and they ended up doing poetry together. Now she can do the same thing Dread do, but on a beat it wouldn't sound good if that sister did it on the beat. But and just listening to her and the message, I think she got a very good message and a very good understanding on how to make the message entertaining. But I just think she just needs a little more enthusiasm. So I would give her an average 7.2 because just off the delivery style and the enthusiasm. Just be. I'm saying she's not excited about it, but we can't tell. We can't tell through the lyrics. It's just spoken word. It's just being spoken. So but other than that, she has some talent. So I would give her a 7.2 just off of what we classify as rappers or hip hop.
Okay.
Passion. That's what I would say. She like the passion.
Is we dividing it hippity hoppity and bippity boppity?
Always we dividing it like that.
Man. So being a listener, I'm 100% with you, John. Man, she got bars, man. By me recording, I understand what it is. It's just being comfortable with recording and falling in it. I think monotone. It just kind of sound like just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
the emotion that, because that's what I understand. It's one thing to write the lyrics, but it's another thing to bring the emotions through the delivery onto the track where the listener feel your emotions. And I think that's what you're saying, John. You can't really feel it, but she got bars.
Exactly.
Now we look at that one recording, and that's where I say, what are we saying here? What is hip hop here? You know, she's not no average, because she she's getting down. You know, we listen to the lyrics.
Yeah.
So, but I do agree that the emotion didn't come through the right way, so it became, I think, monotone. I think that let me get out of that word stuff.
Yeah, I thought monotone was a proper way to describe it, but it just popped in my head. Like, I don't know these words. It just sounds like I know these words, and it just feel like it fits. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, Drea, just it's a relationship, with the microphone. You know what I'm saying, and it's bringing emotions to it. Like John do it well. I know Peasy do it well. And then once you come into that relationship with how you recording and what you recording on, and you know what to do with it, I think ain't no reason in the world why because them was beast bars. Them weren't no regular bars, man. And she fell into the track. So overall, if the emotion had been coming through it right, it would have been easily a banger. And I do understand what John's saying, and it's good advice. When the listeners start hearing it that way, you start rejecting it before you get into the bars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I'm gonna give 10 is the very best. So I'm gonna give her an 8 and tell her keep swinging, because I listen to the lyrics and then was these bars.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So up next is A Minute in Your Car. This song was called Good For Me, and as always, listen to the lyrics here.
Amina, she come to be said. See how y'all rockin' it.
Sunny weather, cruising down the block. My screen, I ain't worried about the clock. Thank my father for the blessings, man, they flowing non-stop. Catch me riding to the east side, to the hilltop. In the past, I was worried about the wrong thing. Getting fresh, stay faded, couldn't see the change. Had my mind so gone, couldn't feel the pain. Had to humble down to the Father just to see change. Now bounce to the left, bounce to the right. Every day I try my best just to duplicate Christ, but the way it's set up, I can never reach the height. Gotta keep working, trying to make it in the book of life. Positive speech on my tongue now. Trying to spread God's word to the house down. I ain't perfect, I'm just trying to put in work. Doing like a higher told me, getting ready for the countdown.
Show me guidance, what's pleasing, what's goodness and what's right. And show me light, it's gaining light. Upon the light, and the fight of what simple things. You've been so good for me.
All praise to the Father. Come on,
it's loud. Head out, watch out now. It's a meaning coming to you with that West Coast style. I'm just trying to use the gift and I'm blessed with telling the good news. So first I gotta shout it. Too much time being wasted on the streets. Couldn't hear the Father's voice. It was too much noise. Now that I look into the book that He gave to me, can't let the adversary steal my joy. That's why I bounce to the front, bounce to the back. Call the fam, get together, have a righteous kick back. I ain't worried about a thing, cause the higher got my back. The way it slap, finna put the shooting music on the map. I see all the drama that I've been through. Even notice all the friends that had it too. It ain't my fault I found that I'm a real Jew. Trying to follow the actions of Christ, that's a breakthrough.
Show me guidance, what's pleasing, what's goodness and what's right. It's showing light, it's gaining light. Upon the light, and the fight of what simple things. You've been so good for me.
all praise to the Father.
Come on. The light that shines through all it, gather us to be as one. And one more time for the greatness, Gotta find other ways to you can relax and party. You show me kindness, repentance, forgiveness, and what's right. You show me life, you gave me life, abundant life, and the final one, single thing. You've been so good for me.
Yeah. So in case y'all was wondering which kind of chucks I had on, I do have a gray pair, an all white pair, and a black pair. So for that song, I had on my white ones because it was hot outside and warm, and I was just feeling it, so I decided to put those on. But yeah, that was good for me. That was Amina Yakar, and I love her. I think that she came out of nowhere and snapped, and not only did she snap, but she seemed to be fully confident in her breakthrough and coming out, fresh out the water, which was one of the categories early on in the beginning, which is a truth music artist that came out with music and just kind of hit the ground running. And she did that. Not only did she come out with the album, but she is constantly promoting it. And, she got T-shirts and she be out in the street, going to festivals, promoting the music. She's been, I think this will be her, she performed at, for the first time at Meet You and Hair Raps this year. Then she'll be again on the ballot for Meet You and Hair Raps and Royal Descent. I think that's true. Hope I didn't make that up for next year. So that's big. A lot of artists come out and don't perform for whatever reason. Not saying it was a competition, but you just look at her belief in herself and belief in the Most High that this is what she should be doing. She's fully confident, and for her to be and don't say anything aside, but for her to be a woman, that's powerful. I think that's good that she's doing that. So with that in mind, I'm going to give her.
Whoa, what does that mean?
I'll tell you later. I'll whisper in your ear later what I mean by that. But so I'm gonna give her a 10. I think that she is up there. I can't really see too many females really rocking with her, but that's my opinion. So a 10. So that's my feedback.
Yeah, she's definitely the best female artist in Israel right now. And it's really not hands down. It's really kind of close because I like your Pac Q. But I think Mina, she just bring this this kind of familiar yet original feel. It's something new, especially in Israel, because I think a lot of sisters just off of just trying to be Proverbs 31, just trying to be more humble and conservative. It plays off in the music most of the time, which is not a bad thing. I think a lot of sisters understanding that they do have a role they have to play spiritually, and that should encompass everything you do, even the music. But I think Amina is bringing a lot more confidence and a lot more openness, even inside of trying to be a righteous sister. And I think, hands down, she is definitely, well, not like I say, not hands down, but to me, she's personally the best because she can hang with some brothers and not just hang with them, but she's better than a lot of brothers that's out here. Not saying that it's a competition, but when she bringing her offering is definitely the best of what she got. She ain't just putting out nothing just because she know a few people gonna listen to it. She's putting out the best work out of a lot of brothers and sisters. I mean, top 5. And you can name anybody, and I think Amina is holding it down, not only for the sisters, but for all of Israel. So, to me, she's definitely a 10. She's the Yahweh Shai of the other side of this thing, other side of the spectrum.
Wow,
so so she holding it down. So when we look at the categories, we say Amina is the quintessential, and you have to fall in line behind that. So I think she's doing it, and she's showing that quintessential.
Good job.
Yeah, I like to play this humble role, but I'm like Einstein over here. When I get on the call, I put my glasses on. I get my Webster's. I'm ready to go. But yeah, definitely. She's what a lot of people are going to mimic. You're going to see a lot of people mimicking Amina, a lot of sisters.
I should say.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah, so man, my thing is she clearly a 10 in all around work ethic. You know what I'm saying? That's just point blank. And she put out good sounding music, clear music. And she always fall into the track. Like I think that song, she got exactly what she aimed to do with the song. She made it happen. Laid back riding song, you know, coming from the east side to the hilltop, and try to draw the people into the narrative of what she's saying. And like I said, she do that well on every song. I done heard her on even all the features. She fall in right there where she's supposed to be. So my thing is on the overall hip hop side, or you know, artistry side, 10. Indeed.
So up next is Hadassah Queen O, and this song is called His Timing, and as always, listen to the lyrics here.
This is the only, the original Black Gravity. You're listening to my little sister, Queen O. Twin to that Black.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Most High for being in my right mind, keeping me alive all the time. I wondered how long I'd be singing these songs, still healthy, pushing along, and to Him I belong. Yep, it's evident, the gifts given heaven sent, but never smelling myself to the point people not relevant. Made us all to shine bright, serve big, that's the blueprint. You got what it takes, heard that from Strong, that's a cool kid. Used to write my dreams down on paper bag, 90s. That was the time when we freestyle nightly. Music been pumping through my blood, here's the Ivy. Sitting do nothing with potential, not likely. That's why I fight these doubts and fears, so I can bring you something positive, no counts around here. Regardless of the month or year, tap into these vibes with the listening ear. I got something for you. Believe everything will work out for your good and assignment. Feel good about the gifts He gave you. Never looking to the left or the right, straight through to complete your assignment. Stay in alignment. Believe everything will work out for your good and assignment. On the other side of endurance some pain, some pride got lost and humility gained. Creator always open for those willing to change. More and more to these earthly things I'm backing away, and I can't take credit, but if I could, we'd be shopping today. Everything in His name, grateful I'm not hungry for fame. Staying on the road that He paved, the gifts is the way that I blaze. Hey, celebrating the day. You should do the same, put a smile on your face. Use what you got, leave nothing away. Somebody waiting for you to unleash what He gave. I said use what you got, leave nothing away. Somebody waiting for you to unleash what He gave. Use what you got, leave nothing away. Somebody waiting for you to unleash what He gave. So feel good about the gifts He gave you. Never looking to the left or the right, straight through to complete your assignment. Stay in alignment. Believe everything will work out for your good and assignment. Feel good about the gifts He gave you. Never looking to the left or the right, straight through to complete your assignment. Stay in alignment. Believe everything will work out for your good and assignment. And it's timing, y'all. At times you'll feel underrated, unappreciated, but never use it as a crutch not to show up and make it. Having, rapping, that's the way I Jackson. Laughing, please bring procrastination to its knees with all this action. Now I'm attacking with a vengeance. Use these flows to lead you to repentance, so you can be fulfilled and fully skilled with good intention. And nobody stops the mission, but ultimately it's your decision. Let the horns tell you what they really feel about you. They say, you got what it takes. And it's in His time, and they say, you can hear them saying, they cheerleading for you. They saying, you got what it takes. alignment. Believe everything will work out for your good in its timing. Feel good about the gifts he gave you. Never looking to the left or the right, straight through to complete your assignment. Stay in alignment. Believe everything will work out for your good in its timing. Feel good about the gifts he gave you. Never looking to the left or the right, straight through to complete your assignment. Stay in alignment. Believe everything will work out for your good in its timing. Feel good about the gifts he gave you. Never looking to the left or the right, straight through to complete your assignment. Stay in alignment. Believe everything will work out for your good in its timing.
That was Hadassah Queen O again. That song was called His Timing. And yes, I think that Hadassah is, I was just thinking about her, every song that you kind of hear from her, she incorporates worship, I think, into truth music, which a lot of people kind of leave, they either hate worship music, I don't know why, but or they don't understand what it is, but she infuses it in her songs, and she's always like lifted like that. You can hear that in her music. And I had this thought, and I don't know, I'm kind of old, so maybe y'all get it, maybe y'all don't. But Frankie Beverly and Maze, right? The other day I was driving in the car, and that song Joy and Pain came on, and I'm like, this dude came out in like the 80s or something like that. And this song is, to this day, you turn this song on at any family reunion, any kind of gathering, Hebrew or, whether I'm talking about Hebrew, like you conscious of your Hebrew or not, and people lose their minds. And I think that her music is like that. It's joyful. You feel the energy in it. It uplifts your spirits. So even if you are exhausted, it brings you back up. And I think her music is timeless. Like that thing she did at the end when she letting the beat play out, you know what I'm saying, and playing around with it is, her being creative. And she is a 10 to me. I think before Amina came on the scene, Hadassah been holding it down, like flat out. So it'll be an interesting thing as far as the voting, how the voting go. But Hadassah is definitely constantly evolving and creating stuff. She does her production. And then she even produces for other artists. So she's a beast in and of herself. And again, I gave her a 10 for this category. So that's my feedback.
Yeah. I really like Hadassah Queen, though. I think, honestly, she's one of the best, maybe the best at story writing. Because I heard a couple of her tracks, and her stories are amazing. And you don't get a lot of that in Israel. Because I think, because truth music is lacking a lot of truth of reality in it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to bring it out. What do you think? Yeah, I think reality, man. We lack reality. And I think Hadassah Queen, and Amina, just on the other spectrum of this thing, dealing with the sisters, they bring reality to truth music. Because you can't have truth music without reality of the truth of what's going on. So I think, but by far, Hadassah Queen O is the best story writer. And her stories have a message, and they're very, very deep. Now, this is why I give Amina the one up on her. Like I say, your Pa Q, I like her too. But this is why I give Amina the one up over most people, because it's a lot of familiar, it's a lot of things that's familiar, and a lot of things that we can relate to more as this genre of music has came out, at, our age. So I think Hadassah Queen O is a hip hop artist, lyricist and metaphors. She got that down pat. But delivering to, I would say, to all.
You sound far away, John.
Oh, I got the headphones on. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yeah, that's better.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When delivering it to all angles, because you got different angles. Not saying that she's supposed to. I'm just saying this is just what Amina do for me. Like you got LeBron and Jordan. Jordan is a scorer. LeBron is not a pure scorer, but he does everything else, including score. So, and that's just my approach with it. Why I give Amina the one up, because she can reach people who may not be big fans of the pure hip hop genre. You know, and she can still deliver that same message, and it still can go over well. So, but I think Hadassah also is better than about 90% of the brothers who actually put music out. Because truth, I'm gonna say 90%. 90% of you brothers really need to step y'all truth music bars up, not just scripture, because you got to relate the scripture to the person that's in that hole over there in the corner. You know, he may not understand exactly where you're coming from, so being more relatable, I think she's perfect at that. She may be the most relatable artist, but like I say, she's more of a genre where it's kind of tough for a lot of brothers and sisters to respect. Not respect, but appreciate. That's the word. To appreciate, because she's coming from a more older school of music. But hands down,
or better. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We won't say better because you got Jordan and you got LeBron. Now who's better? I know, but anyways.
No, we're not talking about basketball.
We're not talking about basketball.
Kodak Black.
Kodak Black. Well, no, we're not talking about that genre of music either. Or maybe yes, we is. We talking about Amina, because I think that can go over on Amina's side. That can also play a part in her. It does play a part in her delivery, because you could talk it up to that side of the people. Let me just see if I can break it down real quick. You got the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. Hadassah speak more to the 80s and the 90s. But not the 2000s. not the 2000s. Not the 2000s. Not saying she doesn't at all. I'm saying she doesn't. It's not her strong suit. Everybody has their power points, and it doesn't relate well to a lot. But to me, it does. To me, it's perfect. But I'll say, as an overall. So that's the one up I give over Amina. Other than that, they neck and neck. And that's just my opinion. But like I say, Hadassah is the best story and relatable artist outside of Amina. And better than 90% of Israelite artists, period. Name anybody. Name them. Name somebody. I'm going to tell you the truth. Hadassah Queen, her stories are amazing. And you really need to check out her body of work, because she really is not slacking. It's another person who's not putting up no bullcrap offering. You cannot offer up nothing that's just bullcrap. I think everything she does has a thought out process to it. It's not just, let me put this out because I know this beat is hard, and I could just get a couple views or get a couple likes. No, but I had to give her a 10 too. Not because because I got to be fair, because she is the best at something. She is the very best at a particular category, in my opinion. And Amina is the best at a particular category, in my opinion. So I have to give her a 10 too. But that's the only thing I will give up over Amina. One up on her that she can speak to about 3 generations. Amina can. And that's only because of the age difference. Who was that? That's the deep. What was that? I don't know what that was.
That was scratching.
That was scratching?
Old school.
Oh, man, come on. This ain't the retro show yet, y'all. We're going to get to the retro show. We're going to keep it up to date. Don't be scratching.
God. Right.
Go ahead. Oh, man, that gave me a heart attack. I don't know what was going on. Go ahead, brother. Yeah, you can't be throwing no retros in here.
Right.
Bebopping, bibbity booping all over here.
Right.
Go ahead.
I think she hands down. I think defining what we said here, hip hop artists. You know what I'm saying? So in hip hop, embody all of that. You know what I'm saying? All of that. And as far as rapping, you know what I'm saying? killing a lot of the females too. You know what I'm saying? Because and then, like you said, it's always a thought out process, and it ain't aiming at just Israel. It's aiming at the world. And it,
you sound far away too.
Away.
Okay, that's better. Okay.
Yeah. She hands down to me, and she is the Howard Shire the far as hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because flow's always on. You know, you look at all that she do, her whole creative process is coming out of her. So, and then like John said, you could tell it's a thought out process. It's just not gonna throw a hook together and then throw some bars together. No, it's a lot of stuff that she do. I remember she dropped the one with Cameron, and they was going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Creativity. Right. I think how creative you are with the track, how you fall in the track, what's the message. You know what I'm saying? All these things count when you're saying hip hop artist. And like I said, I'm always on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I love hip hop. I think if we put Queen Hadassah, Queen O, and Amina up and say go verse for verse.
Who you picking? Who gonna win that? Who gonna win that bout?
It ain't no doubt in my mind. Hadassah is a MC from the 80s. Like you said, and she ain't stuck in no time warp. I know you're trying to imply that. She's not stuck in no time warp. I think Tamar said it right away. The music is timeless, you know what I'm saying? But then when when the new school guys is listening to it, they hear it from their perspective. But then, and then they start thinking, the world revolves around us. But that ain't what's going on here. It's a lot, all them people in the 80s, a lot of them is still alive. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness.
What was that?
Dropping gems, dropping jewels.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. High five.
I don't know.
High five all around. High five.
Okay.
So, man, but it's a lot of music, man. It'll get you up, and I think that's what she aimed to do. She aimed to encourage people. I think that she been through, her story will tell you that she been through a lot, and, she found the Most High. And this is how she served him. She giving back what she knows she needed to get through her hard times. And then, like I said, man, look, I put Hadassah up to kill 95, 98% of the male MCs.
I had her up there too. Yeah, I had her up there too.
I murder them. And I believe won't miss a beat because she a real hip hop artist, for real. Mm-hmm. Right. So yeah, man, 12 for me, 10 because we had to go 10. But she is really, when you're saying best female hip hop artist, you know what I'm saying? Amina was in R&B too, right? That's R&B artist, right? So. And I know the people are nominating them, but you know what I'm saying? Just hip hop, you know what I'm saying? If we get a good definition on that, then we'll clearly see Hadassah really killing them all. Killing 99% of the male artists.
Man, you just went up some more. But I agree. And this is what I'm saying when I think of hip hop. Was Pac hip hop? Yeah. Was I'm gonna try to name some people from the 90s and 80s. Was that really wasn't lyrical to an extent, because Pac was lyrical, I think. Yeah. But we don't look at him as being one of the most lyrical. We looked at him as being revolutionary. But like Pac, LL was lyrical, but his approach was more to the women, I think. So, but these guys like that, what'd you say?
That's why he was licking his lips.
All the time licking his lips. But those guys, people don't put LL.
No, you good. And people don't put LL in the top 5 when he's talking about artists because of what he bases his whole career around. But he was one of the dopest rappers out of a lot of brothers. A lot of the brothers we think that are better than LL, and they really wasn't. So that's when I look at hip hop, I look at not only their strong suit, but even the thing that you think they can't do, they doing it just as well or even as better. I think Amina is sticking to her strong suit, but when she do other stuff, like be a more of a strong hip hop artist, she does that well. So that's my approach on when I mentioned when I put her above a lot of the sisters is she can do everything well. She just stick to her strong suit. And I think Hadassah is I think like I say, they neck and neck to me, but I think Amina has that more. She has a different element of music that the newer people that listen to the little Uzi Verts and stuff would, could understand. She can do that type of music too. And not saying Hadassah can't. That's just a terrible. I'm talking about like the Kodak Black, his style of music. Whereas, because you can't really understand Kodak Black. And I tried to listen to a lot of his music. He does rap. He does have a message, but it's hard to understand what he's saying. And I think Mina can approach the brothers and sisters at that level. I don't think Hadassah can do that because it's downgrading her. So that's just a one-up on Amina because she can do that and still bring the message across. If you get what I'm understanding, she can't play.
I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying, but I'm saying this about Hadassah. She could do that because she understands music from the beginning to the end. She do beats and all that stuff. So she could make a Uzi Vert type beat. And she could flow that way because we see that she flow a bunch of different ways. So, she could do that if she wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, if you just look at her body of work and what she's able to do, go from singing to, writing songs for other people, you understand that she understands music. You know what I'm saying? So, she could do that as well. You know what I'm saying? So, I gotta tell you, for Hadassah, man. I think hands down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
still want somebody to say a brief PowerPoint on who the hell Uzi Vert.
Nobody. You're gonna see it's gonna be the worst decision ever. Even you're gonna regret asking that. So I'm not even gonna do that. That's just really like you have to really dislike somebody to send them some little Vert music. You gotta no, I'm not doing that to you. That's not what friends do. So no. You can look it up on your own, but I ain't gonna give it to you.
Malaka so stupid. She gonna put a trash can. She gonna put a person next to a trash can. She that's Uzi Vert.
It's the truth. It's the truth. But listen. But even though we dislike that music, these young cats are making millions and millions and millions of dollars. So it got to be millions and millions of people listening to them. And I'm saying, who can approach them? Go ahead.
Yeah, but we know, this is all industry made for us. Ain't nobody, just being honest, I can't see nobody will sit with a guy in front of you, can't understand nothing he's saying, and you saying to him, man, you dope. You can even understand Soulja Boy,
Right. Right.
And now, you know what I'm saying? So we understand there's somebody that's propagating this. You know what I'm saying? They propagating this, man, and they're giving it to these radio stations. That's why, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of great music. It's great artists making great songs, and they're not on the radio, so they're not getting propagated. Now, you talk about millions of dollars being made, talking about people that's spending millions of dollars on music. and going to the concerts and going up front. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes all about propagating. It ain't about hip hop. Millions of dollars don't mean hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I say with truth music, we all got to come to a solid understanding. Now, I want to work with Kanaan trying to set up a workshop to get a whole thought on what's going on here. But if you create your own genre and that genre is booming, then you take your slot. You know what I'm saying? You take your slot. Like I always say, Insane Clown Posse. If you just study them, go watch them. Nobody knows about them. You'd be like, man, they bibbity bop, but they've been doing shows since the 80s. They served 13 million albums, and they have their own following that follow them. They'll never really go without a contract to get some bread because these people follow them. So now we saying the Hebrews follow the Hebrews. And once we get that to understanding, man, and learn how to cross the T's and dot the I's, I believe that, really we should rise and subdue the earth if we learn how to work together, man. But everybody, I don't think nobody really trusts the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because they always looking at other people like, this Jake doing this and that Jake doing that. You know what I'm saying? But and be afraid of their brother. But it ain't about being afraid of their brother. It's about trusting Most High to cover you and keep asking them for the wisdom and what moves to make. But not being against one another. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll put a big dent. I think y'all do enough good music to throw the concerts, man, and take it out to playing Israelite arena and going out there and like that doctor. Ain't for the world, you know what I'm saying? Ain't for the world.
Right. And just to throw that out there too, Hadassah don't play the Israelite game. She knows she's Israel, but she plays like how Christ came. He didn't play the Israelite game. He played the truth game. Truth to everybody. Everybody got the truth. It was just truth to whoever. It wasn't no games being played. Everybody got it, man. So go ahead.
No, I'm saying that was strange to me, man. Everybody did this too. That was Christ song with the broad as well.
Everybody.
The scribes, the publicans, everybody gets the truth.
Everybody. And that's the point, man. And that's the point. And I think sisters, just because we don't talk about the sisters today, Amina and Hadassah should be pushed to be the people, to be the spokesman or spoke women for this genre on the flip side of this thing. But I think I don't know. I really don't know. I mean I do. I think I know, but I don't think it's the truth. But in my opinion,
it's seeing the anointing. I'm gonna spaz out without getting back to the regularly scheduled program. It's seeing the anointing, this Israelite thing is about building up a nation of people. The message in the Torah is be economically sound together. Secure together. All these things is laid out right there in Leviticus 19 tell us that we should be loving one another, and that's what we are skilled because we ain't got a good definition of love, and we don't search it all the way out. We look at 1 Corinthians 13, and what it says, they endure all things. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I get a thumbnail, splinter, and I'm ready to give up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And all these things need to be defined as a people, and then we get to Christ. And Christ saying, man, love one another. This is how you empower yourself. This is to anoint you in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Take and do this. And everybody gonna know that y'all my people. So it's about loving one another and being a people. And that's what gotta happen. We gotta love one another. And then we can stop putting up divisions against one another. People on selfish motivation to see themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, promise you. It always backfires. It always backfires. You see them. they making moves.
Right.
They making moves, right? Be, yeah, now I'm on the top, right? Yeah. Man, you playing with the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This thing is not about us. This truth that we preach, it ain't yours, nor the ability to rap it. None of that is yours. It's all a gift that the Most High gave you to edify the body of Christ. So it's all His, and you kind of obligated to give it to the body, to anoint the body. You know what I'm saying? So once we understand that all things are like, no big eyes, no little U's, Christ the King. I know you want to dress like the King, but you're gonna come up short.
Right.
You're gonna come up short at the wedding, Jack. You know, you pop up and dress in the King outfit, and the King sitting there looking at you like, "How you got my clothes on, man? Sit your monkey self down."
Right.
Hey man, so you know, just love one another for real. You know what I'm saying? Take the evil eye away from one another. And we kind of steeped in that because we talk around it, but it's the end game. It's the power up for the people. And Christ said it. The Torah said it. We just know it all. You know, well, Armageddon should happen. Man, listen, man, we got to get to this power. That this book that we say we believe in, it say this power is ours. God is power. We're the people of the power. So, you know, and once we learn to love one another with the true definition of love, and I know, man, I see it all the time. People just throwing scriptures. What about this? Take this with the scripture. You know, playing games, man. This book say, man, power up. You know what I'm saying? So I yield back to your regular scheduled program. I apologize.
No, you right on point. And a brother messaged his Facebook. He said there are female rappers besides Wawata. So I mean that's the whole point of the show, to show that it's some tough sisters. And we just mentioned Hadassah Queen O, which me and the elder agree. 90% of you brothers, no, what was it? 99%, 99.9999% of you brothers can't even hang with it when it comes to delivering the truth to the people. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I like who's on the ones and twos today. You know, it's a real lively show today. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
DJ Monkey Ball.
Oh no. I had you back. Wait a minute. I had you back. You just had to go left field. But we was mentioning Hadassah Queen O and Amina, and we just played Drea, and we were saying that these two sisters, Amina and Hadassah Queen O, can hang with anybody, especially in the truth music, brother, elder, whoever, and they holding it down because there's a lot of truth coming from them, the truth of reality coming from them. So they not sitting in the congregation, Yahya and Yeshaya end up to death because the views go up, or just because everybody around my camp like that. They not doing it. They doing it like I say. Hadassah Queen O has the best stories, music. Like how what was it like? Slick Rick had he does his whole MO.
So did.
I think she does it. She does it the best. They're very entertaining and they have a message, powerful message. Right. So if you like storyline music, Hadassah Queen O is the go-to, male or female. She's the go-to. And if you're looking for a sister who can embody hip hop, make it fun, and give the message, I say Amina. Amina is the go-to. So we have sisters. We have sisters. Yeah, we have sisters who are doing it better than a lot of the brothers because the brothers are playing church too much. And then we have a whole we can get back to the regular scheduled program before I get in any trouble with the producers, because they don't want to sign my check. Hold on, the producers are signing my check. I don't want to disrespect the executives of the show, but yeah. Wow. I think a lot of the brothers. We have a whole different side of this thing with the sisters, and I mention it a lot because I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with these situations dealing with these sisters that a lot of people don't even talk about. Period. I don't hear lessons about how to uplift somebody who's been mentally and physically abused. I don't hear no nothing. Christian church did that better than a lot of Israelites do it. And we just lacking the ability to be human. And it's true. Where's the humanity? Where is the humanity?
No, you're right.
Elder, where is the humanity?
No, I think that's right. I think that's right. I think that's the problem is that like you said, it's too much playing church and it's too much of the image, but it's always been about being lowly. That's the image that we have of Christ. You know what I'm saying? And so we we just don't understand. And I believe it's because we don't like Asaf said, we don't really believe. You know, we don't believe what's written.
Exactly.
We don't take the truth to be what's written. We take people's commentary as the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that there's people out there like tonight. We talking about people out there who are willing to be honest. Peasy is super honest. You know, talking about the brothers. He'll tell you in a minute he's going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's been people that's been doing stuff like that. So we have a few artists that are being honest about. I mean, John talking about, you know, making babies in his songs, you know, and he's not ashamed of it. But it's just things like that gotta come.
Got a whole album dedicated to making babies.
And that's all. If it's one thing I'm good at, that's
making babies.
I got a busload of kids. I mean, what else can I talk about except having a busload of kids?
Right,
but just to throw this out there too. Because it's kind of messed up that a lot of people don't know a lot of the sisters, and this show is not to degrade or demean anybody. It's all for the uplifting, and it's only right to encourage the brothers and sisters that's already doing it to keep them encouraged to do it. So, you know, in the process of us, you know, being human and saying we can have an opinion, the overall show is to uplift Israel and encourage them to do what we all can read, and is be human.
Right.
And talk about human things. Oh, but go ahead. We can get back to the show. Oh, go ahead.
Let me say this. Let me shoot this out there. To the brother that's interested in finding more of the artists, you could go to 2nkt.com. That's the number 2, the letter nkt.com. And if you hit the menu, you'll find link with the artist. This is all, and if it's an artist that you know that we don't have linked in there, where you can get directly linked to that artist. You want to find John Boy, we got John Boy in there. You click on John Boy, it goes straight to where his music is being showcased at. So all these sisters and all these different artists will be in there at 2nkt.com. Okay, go ahead.
Amen. So up next is Yapa Q, and this song is called Proverbial Girl, and as always, listen to the lyrics. Here you go.
Proverbial girl, proverbial girl, proverbial girl, proverbial girl. I ain't here to make friends. I don't need no new one. My sister's acting like pets. Wow, what demanded I became a nuisance. Letting it get fuel 'em. They letting it get full 'em. I can do this every day. Wake up, check no pay. On looking too long. Time to come off the bench, yeah. Spirit writing a new song. Sisters don't win astray, yeah. ASPCA, the world got them okay. Raising men to make babies, why the men out gay? Your purpose done became defected. This is a recall. War against the woman, see this spiritual recon. World contaminated, my sister's daughter, a Zion. We need to be reborn, conform. My sisters killing themselves. Y'all ain't listening now. Y'all ain't Christian, y'all bitch your fixes. Bitch, no way you read the Bible. You say yes, way your way. I believe you're still lying. You in trouble, girl. I'm trying to bring this conviction. Pastor ain't gonna tell you as long as your skirt still switching, my guy. Hopping from Oscar Mayer, Oscar Mayer, Oscar Mayer. Leave station and let Oscar try you. 6 months later, you're Oscar violent. Della Hoya, you letting her hold you. Cross dressing like Della Hoya. They only want to kick it till they get to the go. Give your thumbs up, then at the phone. Into the cookie fast, no job. Undercover, no why. But love to say how far? No regard for your guy, no regard for your life. Christ will make it alright. He front your head and you just push that aside. You got so much time, stop living life and rewind. Don't live life for the incline. Had enough of your time. Proverbial girl, proverbial girl, my word, proverbial girl, yeah. Gotta be tired of profane names. Girl, stop playing Olympic games. Jumping off rings like what's her name? Ain't you tired of being what's her name? You ain't gotta be losing all your senses for a dude who only about the business. I really mean the pleasure when you only about the cheddar. Say no when the dude trying to wedge you, but you just so used to dummy. Body count so high, you the mummy. I make like it ain't even funny. It's really kinda sad. Root cause in your place, but a drag. I don't even think y'all really understand. We don't really exist without the man. For the ratchets, you can't carry on the way you want to. I'm trying to tell you what queens just don't do. Be without excuse when Christ comes through. And I don't want to hear him saying, little mama, I don't know you. You're gone. Get out of here.
Again, that was Yapa Q. That song was called Proverbial Girl. That song is off the chain. And I've been listening to her off and on throughout the years because she's been making music for a while. Like she done been on projects with Brother Bronze. And I think shout out to Brother Bronze for features. Like he always has people featuring on his album. I think he do a good job of promoting people. So just shout out to him. But Yapa Q is very competitive in the way that she brings forth, her lyrics. So she could, like Malaka was just saying, the sisters need to do a cipher, and I can definitely see Yapa in a cipher, like, being combative. I guess combative is the word, I don't know, but being but having that style, which is hip hop is known for, is the whole battle rap thing. That's what I'm going to say, battle rap. So yeah, I'm glad that she is putting her music out on her own Bandcamp page. So it's yapaq.bandcamp.com, and I'm definitely going to give her a 9. Like I said, she's been doing this stuff for a while, and I'm looking forward to her putting out a project, which I believe she is working on. And then once she get on, she's supposed to have her own Hebrew bars and verses, so that would be a treat. But definitely a 9 for Yapa Q, and I hope that she keep it up.
Indeed. It's real quick. This is a sidebar. I thought I kind of cleared it up. I don't know if people missed it or not. But just throw this out there again. The mission statement for the whole show is to uplift brothers, to showcase different artists, popular and non-popular, to show that it's a lot of talent in Israel where we don't have to listen to anything outside of truth music. If you call yourself, if you call yourself an Israelite and you encompassing everything around you, Israel, you got the fringes, you do the holy days, you feeding the people the most I tell you to feed, you helping brothers and sisters as much as you can, then you need to stop listening to Drake. I think, in my opinion, you shouldn't have a CD deck full of Drake if you saying you something different. And the only reason why you can take Drake out is because of what we're trying to do. We're trying to showcase and promote all these different artists who are better than Drake, who are better than Lil Uzi Vert. Because I know you Hebrews listen to that. You can't fool me. But, we can have artists who are way better than these guys, and we are putting that out there. So, again, it's not about, and because the brother is saying, I'm reading, and his brother is saying, everybody goes hard. That's not the truth. There are wheat and tares, and it's just not the truth. There are wheat and tares who are looking to just to be in the midst of people, who just want to be seen. So they are doing music. We have Tears doing music. And you can tell that there's nothing people can gain from it. It's nothing people can gain from it but their gang. Their gang is the only people who can get something out of it. If you're not talking to the body of body of Israel, then you are putting out trash music. It's a such thing as trash truth music. We got to be real. This is the thing. This is the thing with Israel. Yeah, this is the thing with Israel. Oh, go ahead. You got to say something?
No, I was saying, did Mr. Boykins just step in the room?
Yeah, Mr. Boykins just stepped in the room. Mr. Boykins just stepped in the room, and he's infuriated because he can't understand how everything you see and hearing, and it doesn't have any effect on people's nature of causing them to be more positive, then how is that positive music? It's supposed to be some type of something. You're supposed to get something from it. But, you know, when people go get food, we try to get nutrients from the food. If you take all the nutrients, you still can eat. But if you're taking all the nutrients from the food, then you're not helping your body. And I think that's what a lot of this music, not a lot of it, some of it, a lot of it is not putting nutrients in the truth music. It's just talking to make it sound good. Anybody can speak the book. It's not hard. You can grab a couple you can look at a verse that you like and it's popular, and you can put it in the hook and just consistently say 3-letter words, and that'd be the song. And that's not what we promoting here. We promoting the uplifting of brothers and sisters who go through daily tribulation, and it's people like Hadassah Queen O can actually save somebody's life. So it is a such thing as bad truth music, and we're promoting we have truth music that is better than any other music that we have out. So we're going to promote them. And my opinion, Hadassah Queen O is not popular. A lot of people don't even know who she is.
Right.
But we promoting quality music, and we're promoting and encouraging people to do more music. So this is not about if you like the show or not. You can not like the show. The show is for people who want and actually begging for music. A brother put on here and said he didn't even know it was a sister outside Rwanda who do music. Now we got a whole list for him to deal with. So people, and I'm only saying this because people like to attack the show, which I don't care. Actually, I prefer when people, me honestly, if nobody is ever saying nothing bad about you, then you can't be doing nothing right. Or you cannot be doing nothing right, because it makes no sense for the whole world to like you in everything you do. Then you're not doing something right. Because Christ came and he came as meek and humble. He didn't come to offend nobody, and everybody disliked him for the most part. And there's nobody like him for the most part. So we're looking at if you can't see the positivity in it, and if you can't see the positivity in it, we want to show you or try to convince you of the positivity in it. But if you still after that you don't care, then that's still fine with me. But yeah, just to throw it out there. Go ahead.
These is the chairs, man. These is the chairs. And you know, we admonish them. You know what I'm saying? And they still our brothers. But we just talked about this nation building. You know what I'm saying? And these people, they perpetuate division. You know what I'm saying? They find ways to divide. You know what I'm saying? And they looking for it. You know what I'm saying? But we pray for them and pray that one day they'll see it. And you're right, man. It's not life in a lot of this music. A lot of the music don't speak life. A lot of the music speaks death. You know, and the people need to be encouraged in this captivity. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, when you talk hip hop, you talking, you know, like the Nine with that Chemtrail song, which was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, I mean, but it's about promoting us as a people. That's what the whole 10 the increase in knowledge and truth is Hebrew bars and verses. We invite you to understand that the Most High is fulfilling what He said in the earth. He said we was gonna rise and do, and the people was gonna know it. This is one of the things that sent our people music. You ain't did nothing, not a birthday, not a Christmas, not a wing ding, not nothing without music. It's always music there. And the Most High is working through a lot of these artists that speak life. Some of them speak a lot of death, but nevertheless, you had Tone Loc, you had Ice-T, you had Schoolie D, you had Rakim, you had all these different flavors, and they were all able to survive with some kind of fan base. So we talk a lot because we on the hip hop, but mostly the music is a ministry. You see what I'm saying? The Most High. I just said that to get the word that you rapping, or the ability to rap it is neither yours. Neither one of them is yours. They're a gift from the Most High. And the book say all gifts are given for the edification of the body where it will edify itself in love. So that is the aim for us to love. That was Tamar, I tell you, that's the end game with the radio station, man. It ain't no big fight out for attention or nothing, but promoting our brothers and sisters. Tamar just promoted the sister who do Kids Sabbath day lessons and working with our brother Isaiah to do Kids Sabbath day lesson books. You see what I'm saying? So this is fulfilling what we need to be fulfilled in the earth. All the brothers and sisters are taking their talent and they turning them to the Most High. Everybody ain't just trying to get no pool pit because that ain't their ministry. You know what I'm saying? Right. Evangelist that just got the gift of gab and he can go talk to somebody anywhere, any given time. The liquor store, Home Depot, that guy can talk to somebody anywhere. But all these things make up the body. So watch for these brothers, man, and tell them, man, try to make them understand we're supposed to become a people in the earth. That's book. We get past all the talking, we end up being the people in the whole world know we're people. You know what I'm saying? And 10 men out of every nation don't want to grab hold of the skirt of him that's a Jew. So this is what we're looking for, and are we resisting our power like Paul, right? And I know a lot of these jakes don't do Paul, but just read what he's saying. Because if he called the end from the beginning, then everything that's going on is supposed to go on, right? So now we resisting our power thinking that we could change or alter something. We need to fall in where we're supposed to be, and that's it. Gather yourselves together and be a people. We got the truth back. We was dumb as a box of rocks just a few years ago. So now we got the truth back. Now we got to walk in it and live in it. And watch for these. You say, mark those that cause division and avoid them. Cut them out, man. Don't let the Israelite screen name make you think somebody is Israelite. You just follow them, man. Christ said what come out their mouth is what's really in their heart. You know what I'm saying? Don't fast that up. Then in the book of Hebrews, it say the word is a double-edged sword and a discerner of the hearts of men. So, your words got to match the Christ and the Father words. You got to be of the same heart and the same mind and not want to hurt people or do people wrong and being long-suffering and forgiving with people. This is how you know if these people are following the Most High, not because they know they're Israel. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I yield.
Right, amen. And I think that's the point, too, is that, again, the Bible, you reading the book, it don't, Christ said, who's my mother, my brother, my father, well, he didn't say father, he said, but those that do the will of my Father. So it's just and then even in the Old Testament it says that right when what's his face? I should say what's his face, but when was it David or was it Saul? I forget now. But it says that that the Most High look on the heart. You know what I'm saying? Not on the outward appearance. So we say we his kids, but we don't even look at how he judges things. And we don't have no faith in his understanding. And so we end up going on our own understanding, which is why we're in a predicament that we continue to be in, because if we knew better, then we wouldn't even need him. So all the big, huge contradictions. Yeah. But those that know better, I personally just encourage those that know better to just do better. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, you're going to stand before the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have to, everything going to be written about what you did. So it's cool to be worried about everybody else, but child, please, don't worry about myself and trying to make sure I do what I'm supposed to do, because I'm knocking on 40's door. Okay. Anyway, all right. So up next is Yeah,
we did.
Don't agree. Don't agree with me.
No. I'm saying we didn't get the rate your 5Q. Yeah. And then I want to throw this out there before we do that real quick. Cain and Abel brought an offering. They both brought something to the Most High, but one of them was rejected. And just think about why that one was rejected before you agree that everybody's offering is acceptable. Right. But your Pa Q, I gave her a 9. I think she been doing it for a while too. And her first song when it came out was like one of the top bangers at that time. If I can remember right. I forget the name of it. I listened to it the other day. But anyways, I think your Pa Q is a hip hop artist to let me see who I can compare it to. You really can't compare a lot of these truth music artists to a lot of secular. But I think she holds her own anyway, outside of the people like Hadassah and Amina. She's in another lane too, because her music doesn't. Even though, she has passion in her music, and the passion alone is enough. That's what I'm saying. She do. Mm-hmm. Right, and her passion alone is. I'll let the youngster go ahead and have that one. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
That's
you guys are old Spice. No, I don't know what that means, Elder. We're gonna stick to our terms like turkey, use a jive turkey and things like that. We not on that new stuff. But anyways, your Pa Q, she has a lot of passion in her music, and I think she has another level that she haven't shown us. Because when you see what she posts and how she interact, she's a human. She's a human being. I don't think she played church. I haven't not met her and talked to her personally. My wife talked to her before. Yeah, but I don't think she's into the game. She's into being a light. And a lot of us are not into being a light, because to be the light, you got to go around darkness. You can't tell you the light until you step around other people who you can be a light to. So, I think you don't know what you got until you put yourself in a situation to see what you have. So how do you know you can bring people into the truth if you never put yourself in a situation to do that? And I think your Pa does that with her music. I think for the most part, it's not for Israel. I think it's for everybody. I think it's for everybody to appreciate. So I'll give her a 9. I'll give her a 9 overall.
Yeah, I know we spent a little time, so I agree 100%. And she got the relationship with the mic. That's what I would say. Well, her delivery, how she aims for you to hear it, is how you get it. And I want to give her a 9 as well.
Amen. So up next is her sister, which is Luwathia Yasharala, and this song is called Never Thirst, and as always, listen to the lyrics. Here we go.
Revelation, chapter 22, verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. Verse 14. Blessed are all they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. Verse 17. And the Spirit and the bride say, Come. And let him that heareth say, Come. And let him that is athirst come. And whosoever will, let him take the water of life freely.
Right now, receive the joy later. Are you ready for the plague to be up on this? Is your life worse than it, huh? You can call me thirsty, I'm just trying to live forever. Trying to drink from this fountain I will never thirst. Worldly things will soon fade away. Your heart is your treasure, depart from them wicked ways. Yeah, are you really gonna be thirsty? What you do in this life will be, can it choose wisely? The right path will go doesn't come. Did you know we had the keys of life, huh? Did you know that we the chosen ones? It was meant for us and hell wasn't. Walk in the ways of what's damnation. Reality check that you can't cash. I know it's pain in the struggle. In the end, it's all worth it though. I just wanna say I made it, cause I ain't never made it. Trying to see the finish line, to be outside of time. Yeshaya is my paradise. Yeah, he my paradise. There's pain in the struggle, but in the end, it's all worth it. Yo, it's pain in the struggle. In the end, it's all worth it though. Yeah, he's my paradise. He's my paradise. The more that I'm steadfast, the less I feel pain. His eyes is on the sparrow as I endure to that great day. That's the marriage between Christ and the saints. And he will wipe every single tear. Yeah, my soul will be filled with peace, and I will no longer thirst. My mind, body, and soul will be quenched by his words, huh? Only if you will find it. Time is running out, are you his remnant? Think about it. Yeshaya said, if any man thirst, come drink. Out of his belly flows living water. Well in eternal spirit, beautiful feeling. Keep enduring, trials won't last forever. Follow Christ and hold on tight. Light affliction. Set your affections up above and you'll receive his love. What the locusts are eaten will be restored. I said, what the locusts are eaten will be restored. What the locusts are eaten will be restored. Restored, restored, restored. Believe on him and watch the waters flow. No more pain, no more sorrow. Now you ain't gotta worry, cause he's the living water. You will never thirst. 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 You will never thirst.
Again, that was Rawathia. That song was called Never Thirst. And she's been doing music again for a long time as well. She actually reminds me of the Brat, the way that she delivers her music. I would say that she is, because we talk about true music, and we've been on this tip, on this show at least, talking about the ability of an artist to reach those outside of the body. And I think that she does a good job at speaking to the body. So it's always a balance, and it's always good to have folks on either side, you know what I'm saying? And even if they don't, not that you have to be committed to picking a side, but, it's just good to have variety in music. And I think she does that. And she also now has a Bandcamp page. She has 2 singles up there as well. So definitely check it out. And check out her music. And I'm not sure she's coming out with a project or not, but like I said, if you just Google her name, Rawathia, is Rawathyah. Just Google her name. A lot of people already know who she is, but it looks like she's like your power. She's coming out and doing something where it's just strictly some solo work. So that's exciting. But I would give her an 8. And I think primarily because I think she reminds me of, if you think about a traditional female hip hop artist, she sounds like that to me. But she reminds me of the Brat for some reason, and I wasn't a Brat fan, so maybe that's why I'm saying that. So she cool, but I think in this category, it's other women that kind of sound more like hip hop to me. But she's still a good artist, and I commend her for the work that she continues to do for the body. So that's my feedback.
You mentioned that she's been doing it for a minute. She actually been doing it longer than a minute. She's a true lover of music, and I just happened to come across some stuff before, and she was really, before the truth is, she was really pushing to put music out. So she always had a love for music, and them are the people who really are coming into the fold of putting out music. The people who really had a passion for music, period. So definitely she is somebody who not just popping up. She do have a passion for music, and I'm saying it because she has a style that like you mentioned, for a hip hop artist, as hip hop lovers who like to listen to a lot of lyricism and punchline, she may not have that may not be the highlight of her ability. But this is the thing I like about Wawathia, and where she was doing it first. It was her and Sarat Judah. I sat down with Sarat Judah and heard some real powerful stuff from her. It just never came out. But Wawathia was speaking life to a lot of sisters. If the sisters really sat down and listened to her, I don't think they really gave her the opportunity, or maybe she just wasn't as enthused about, consistently doing it. But I think she was speaking to a lot of sisters and the uplifting of a lot of sisters. And she was kind of doing it first from what I hear. She was the only one really pushing that light towards a particular people. And what a lot of the doctrines they say, the women shouldn't teach the men or whatever the case. I think that's a misconception, and we kind of not really looking at that properly. But whatever. Thank you, Tamar. I don't know. You got to tell me like, okay, I'm about to do this for this reason, because I don't know where that came in or why it came in.
That's a toilet flushing, because I'm like, I agree. Boo. No.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then.
Right.
But yeah. Well, I think she is about uplifting sisters, because I think she dealt with a lot of stuff, and a lot of her music is not. Some of her lyrics don't even rhyme, because she's more into trying to let you understand exactly what she want to relay. And sometimes a lot of stuff don't rhyme, or they rhyme not as synchronized as we think it should rhyme. But it's still, the message is always there. But if you're trying to listen for the Hadassah Queen O style delivery, where everything is immaculate, then you may not be a big fan of her, but she is not lacking in spirituality. I think she gives a lot of sisters a lot of encouragement on maybe every track she do, and it's a good look. So yeah, I give her 8 too, because we looking at the generic term of hip hop on that type of thing. And I mean the generic term. I'm saying the generic term, but I like the generic term. I like that style of music.
I understand.
Right.
The original intent. That's what I think you're talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll give her 8 too. But I think
you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's definitely evolving. Go ahead. I'm done. I'll give her 8. I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they had. I think they had people rapping in that flow pattern. Maybe not exactly the same. In the core. Remember, ain't nothing new under the sun. Only thing different about the new school, I think, you just can't understand nothing they're saying, and that wasn't a problem. Not even with Tone Loc. Still understood what he was saying. But Ruwathia is dope to me. It's dope as I don't know what. I'm interested in just being whole artists, whole body of work, whole album. So you can really get into the personality and you selling because it become complete in what we're seeing. You know what I'm saying? But everything I heard on that once you did with Corey, Karatazar Akkad, that one was dope. That one was super dope. So she fall into the track and she's super dope artist. I'm gonna give her a 9, because I think that if the fullness of her whole artistry as a ministry come together, I definitely think she'll be hot and kicking out bangers. Okay,
yeah. So last but not least is Sapara Nahar, and wait a minute, let me get the song up. She'll be Yeah, she'll be performing at the Great Awakening 2 concert where my boo gonna be performing Mally Music. But anyway, so it's just a part in the heart. This song is called Self-Examination, and as always, listen to the lyrics. Here we go.
All praise be to the Most High. I Shem Yeshaya Wama I heard it so clear. Speak for thy servant will hear you, Lord. I humble myself for your will. Most High, what do you need me for? A servant can't serve two masters. And I refuse to go back to the fallen one. He said, my daughter, consider your ways before your destruction. You're telling others about moats, but you still got beams all in your eyes. You keeping things hidden in darkness. Confess, bring them to light. In order to walk in the light, let go of your past, don't let it consume you. All of your baggage been claimed, no longer go business as usual. You have work that I need you to do. There's an election that I need you to prove. There's a fire you need to be tried through. Let go so that I may guide you. Rise from the ashes you laying in. Stand for the cause that I've called you for. You have no excuse to stop complaining. I gave you the spirit, I left you an open door. You're trusting others more than you trust in me. Don't make the mistake of your forefathers and fall for an idol. Just look to me and I'll take you exactly where you desire. I'll give you that truth that you're looking for. You look to me, promise you will endure. I'll give you that peace that passes all understanding. I'm waiting, but I won't be waiting long. Nah. You're not ready for war. 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 My daughter, go purge yourself. My daughter, consider thy ways. You must go clean up your temple first. You must examine your faith. You're not ready for war. You need to go purge. You're not ready for war. Consider thy ways. You're not ready for war. Go clean up your temple first. You're not ready for war. Examine your faith. My daughter, go purge yourself. My daughter, consider thy ways. You must go clean up your temple first. You must examine your faith. So heavy this was laid upon me. Father, I do what you ask of me. I put my life on the line because it's not my own. What will you have of me? There's no more maybe or probably. I'm standing firm asking for your presence. Father, I decrease so that you may increase. Move anything hindering blessings. He said, my daughter, I see you trying, but I have to tell you it's not good enough. The forces that you will soon face need a strong spirit. I need you to level up. If you feel me, you will be disciplined. Do you know exactly what you're asking for? Father, I don't know, but I know that you are good. All praise will go to the living God. I know that Christ said that his yoke is easy. Father, I know that you'll never leave me. It says in your word that you won't forsake me. I'm standing in this truth, your foundation. I won't let the wind or the flood shake me. They can attack, but they'll never break me. With fire on either side, I walk this narrow path. Father, I'm willing to take this journey. You're not ready for war. 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 My daughter, go purge yourself. My daughter, consider thy ways. You must go clean up your temple first. You must examine your faith. You're not ready for war. You need to go purge. You're not ready for war. Consider thy ways. You're not ready for war. Go clean up your temple first. You're not ready for war. Examine your faith. My daughter, go purge yourself. My daughter, consider thy ways. You must go clean up your temple first. You must examine your faith. Haggai chapter 1 verses 4 through 7. Is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lie waste? And therefore thus saith the Most High of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages, earn the wages to put it into a bag with holes. Thus saith the Most High of hosts, consider your ways. Lamentations 3 and 40. Let us search and try our ways and turn again to the Most High. You're not ready for war. 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 My daughter, go purge yourself. My daughter, consider thy ways. You must go clean up your temple first. You must examine your faith.
Again, that was Sapar Nahar. That song was called Self-Examination. Yeah, she is like underground. Man, she do music and she got her page and everything, but she is like one of Israel's, I think, best kept secrets when it comes to truth music artists. She is a poet. So interestingly enough, and just looking at Drea and her, they both are poets. I think that Sapara has mastered the art of delivery. You know what I'm saying? In that respect, and I think that she. That song alone is like powerful, you know what I'm saying? And she so speaking about truth and honesty, like that's an example of some of the songs out there, truth music songs out there that talk about real issues, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to get this thing together, and the Most High, like, you ain't ready for it, you know what I'm saying? You got to get your weight up, get your muscles up and do better. So it's just good to be honest about it, and I think that that we all can relate to her. But definitely, for what I know of her, real meek and humble spirit and stuff. And I'm happy to see that this will be her second concert. I think she performed at the first Great Awakening concert, which was, I think, back in, I want to say October in North Carolina. So she'll be performing again, most high willing, in January. Is Johnson C. Smith, is that Raleigh? I don't know, whatever, North Carolina. But she'll be performing, so it'll be Tarawa, Sapara, PZ, and then I guess the headline is Mally Music. So it's good to see all of them, performing as well, not just recording, but being brave enough to perform, which I'm sure that's a whole nother level of bearing your gifts, for the whole world to see. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing too, is that we are, we're critical, not in a way to be offensive, but I hope that the jokes that we say are not offending anybody. But that's who we are as individuals. I think if you met any one of us individually, it's gonna be the same kind of like delivery. This is, we crack jokes, but the point is to encourage everybody. You know what I'm saying? To do the best that you can, and while people might be looking at you, the Most High looking at you too. You know what I'm saying? And we want to be able to stand before Him and say that I did the best I could with the gifts that you gave me. So I hope that nobody takes any of the things that we say to heart, because we say you ain't really getting nothing, and we don't really mean, our opinions don't mean nothing, but we just hope to provide an opportunity for people to talk about these artists, if for no other reason but to let them be known, so that that their work can be shared. So having said all of that, I would give her a 9. She got there to me. She's just one of I think Israel's best kept secrets again. So that's my feedback now.
So we just played a sister that's not that popular. Oh man, I thought we was only playing people that was known and everybody knew.
Shocking.
Oh, okay. Shocking. Oh man. Yeah. So we is giving people fair chances to to be heard on the show, right?
Right.
No? Right. Okay, all right. I thought it was something else. Yeah. But now I like this sister. I haven't heard a lot of music from her. But sometimes when I say I'm gonna do something, I always forget. But I think I heard her before, and I was like, I'm gonna check her out, and I never got around to doing it. But just from hearing this song, you can hear the talent, you can hear the love for music, and you said she also do like spoken word or something like that.
Yeah, she started off as a spoken word artist, and in fact, on one of her mixtapes, not the one that just came out, which is called The Walk Made Me Do It, but I think the one before that, she actually, one of the songs is a spoken word piece. So I think that's right. Mm-hmm. Oh,
that's pretty dope. Yeah, I mean, I really like her. I like what she's doing. It doesn't sound like it's forced. It sounds like she knows what she's doing. It doesn't sound too. Yeah, it doesn't sound out of control. And that's kind of the stigma with a lot of people, trying to transition. It is, when people try to transition from being this to this or trying to be something that they want to be, you kind of can hear that, they trying, but this don't sound like she's trying. This sounds like it's there. So the way I'm approaching it is me first hearing her. And this is how I'm not saying that she probably been doing it for 10 years. I don't know, but just me first hearing her, I'm kind of critiquing her like she just started doing it. But anyways, I like her. She's dope. I give her a 9 too. I give her a 9 because it sounds like, and the message too. The message. That's my whole thing about music. Is the message. The message has to go over well with everybody. You can't. When I say everybody, I'm talking about. If you speaking about a subject, that subject, everybody who's dealing with that subject should be able to understand and grab what you going to. So everybody should be able to get something from where you're going to with it. And that's in Israel or out of Israel. And I think the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. And even people acting like they out there in the field, they not doing nothing. They just standing in the way while we trying to pluck the... Amazing. You're amazing on these ones and twos. It's just unbelievable today. You know what? Reward go to you today. I'm going to give you the reward. Cause this is off the chain. Off the chain. But yeah, I give her a nod. She's super dope. I really like her, and I'm definitely gonna check out more of her music. I see her SoundCloud, and that's another thing. Everybody, if y'all on the YouTube page, everything is posted in the live chat, so you can check out the links. But the links don't stay up. I mean, once the show is over, I don't think the links stay up.
Yeah, no, they don't stay up. But if you're on Facebook. If you look on the Facebook event page, they're there.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah, she's not. She's very talented.
Yeah, John. I'm a heavily suggest you go listen to it, cause like she was in it last year, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was in it last year. She a beast, man. She a beast. And what would you call that flow? Like new school flow, John?
I would call it a mixture. It's that new school, old school mixture. What Amina had. Yeah.
Right. I think so too. Yeah, like Amina.
Right. She definitely trans in, man, cause she got all kinds of flavors. All kinds of flavors.
Brand new flavor in your ear.
You got one that you might think that even she was Sarai Judah, because she was going in. Early on, when I first heard her, I thought it was one of I thought the particular track I heard was Sarai Judah, but it wasn't. It was her, and she's super dope, and one of the best, because and then when you go listen to the rest of her stuff, you're gonna be able to see that she ain't stuck in no one flow pattern or no one way. She go all over the place with this and this spoken word thing, and it come to life. So I give her a 10 and put her right up there with Amina and Hadassah.
Nice.
Interesting. So, well, that does it for another episode of the Hebrew Hip Hop Awards. This category again was best female hip hop artist. The category the poll will go up shortly in the Hebrew Hip Hop Awards group on Facebook. It'll be up there until Sunday, December 17th at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 Central. Next week's category is my favorite category of this entire mess of shenanigans, and it is best music video. Yes, best music video. So what we're going to attempt to do, like we attempted to do last year, is that we have the audio for the for the video, So while we play the audio, we will be encouraging you to look at the video link. If you are on live on Facebook, in the chat box, we're going to put the link to the video, and we encourage you to watch it all together with us if you haven't already seen it, and then we'll be able to talk about the video after that. So best music video again next week, Monday, December 18th, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. So, yes.
Hey man, we might be able to bring the videos live. So y'all pray for us. We might be able to do it.
That'd be dope.
Amen.
Yeah. We're learning how to press buttons here on To the Increasing Knowledge and Truth Radio.
We
like
know.
A real radio station.
We know you can press the button.
Like a real radio station. that was for a little bit of humor, a little bit of spice. I think that's all. Did anybody else have anything they wanted to announce? I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't remember. Oh, tomorrow, Hebrew Bars and Verses featuring Rap by Ben Israel. He's coming back, so I'm looking forward to talking with him. 7 Eastern, 6 Central.
Amen.
And y'all definitely check out that these Jakes featuring Ezeyahu Yisrael. John Boy, we got to schedule a time, Holmes, so we can get you on the thing too, since we're all here together. Okay?
Nice.
Yeah.
Jonathan Boykin.
Right.
I'm really going to roll with that alias, too. That's going to be my new whole Posada.
That's actually funny.
That's my new whole character right there. Jonathan Boykins.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sound like you have like a trench coat.
Jonathan Boykins, the album.
Jonathan Boykins, the album. There's a whole new me. I'm wearing glasses. My hair is gonna be like pent up and very frustrated. Always frustrated. You know, people with glasses always push their glasses up. I'm gonna be consistently pushing my glasses up. Every chance I get, I'm pushing my glasses upwards. I'm thinking about a vest with a sweater under the vest. I'm really trying to play this whole character out.
That's what's up.
I'm really all brown too. I'm wearing brown on top of brown, 3 shades of brown, and some burgundy.
And bow shoes.
And a bow tie. I'm wearing a bow tie too. And what's the thing that the guy from the cartoon dude from Scooby Doo? What's that thing you wear around his neck?
Oh,
just know I'm wearing that. Yeah, I'm wearing that too. I'm throwing that all on. That Jonathan Boykins over the bow tie. You ain't gonna know the bow tie even there, so it's gonna be pointless to wear the bow tie. But I'm still wearing the bow tie. I'm this new guy now. It's Jonathan Boykins. Meet this new character. He's infuriated at every turn. But as always, be good to yourself and each other.
Right. Amen. So again, great speak to everybody. The song we're gonna play on the way out here, it's called I think I have a cold. I think that's what's wrong with me. I've been so tired, and I've been shaking my fist at the Ohio air, like, what's going on? But I think I'm getting sick. So all these doggone booger nose kids. Right. Okay. Well, it's your fault.
A must.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
if you're not sick, you ain't in Ohio. That's just the MO.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
So on the way out again, this is Eliyahu Yisrael. This song is called Potter's Place. So grace and peace to everybody. We love you, and until next time, be good to each other. Peace.
Shalom.
The proofs is the way of life.
Stiff neck, stiff hearted, I try not to sin. Impatient and frustration, yeah, that leads to sin. Heat up Potter on the clay, I'll just let him mold. Heat up Potter with the clay, let's just let him mold. Stiff neck, stiff hearted, I try not to sin. Impatient and frustration, yeah, that leads to sin. Heat up Potter on the clay, I'll just let him mold. Heat up Potter with the clay, let's just let him mold.
Praise Yah, he the maker of it. Chosen people left us in the oven. A little darker where we melanated. 12 tribes and we all related. I'm just thinking, man, why the nations hate us? Why they heathen rage and they do engage? All they do is strange. Seem they be deranged. We broke all the laws, now we facing danger. Find out the truth, but I don't feel anger. Pray for meals, yeah, I give you manna, but you gotta have the right manners. Enemies, all men, they all full. All they tripping while they making billions. Planting seeds, all y'all is awesome. You don't love the truth, you must be villains. Trying to tell my bros that this is truth, and y'all gon' gather the residue. Some sucking ways, I fast and pray, we gotta get back to roots. And no, I ain't talking about movies where they probably lying. You don't follow lamb or hit a line. Think you living life while you slowly dying. Yeah, life is trying, but we prove the way of life. We Israelites follow the law, gotta get right. Repent, the kingdom at hand, and it's gonna expand like a thief at night. Anytime, it can dawn on you at its prime. It can shine on you, I'm just clay, I ain't trying to well, let me tell you something else.
Stiff neck, stiff hearted, I try not to sin. Impatient and frustration, yeah, that leads to sin. Heat up Potter on the clay, I'll just let him mold. Heat up Potter with the clay, let's just let him mold. Stiff neck, stiff hearted, I try not to sin. Impatient and frustration, yeah, that leads to sin. Heat up Potter on the clay, I'll just let him mold. Heat up Potter with the clay, let's just let him mold.
Praise Yah, is that easy? Praise Yah, is that easy?
using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.